People who have gotten jumped. What did you do? I started crying and told my attackers about my little sister's cancer treatment, and instead of robbing me, they ended up driving me to the hospital and becoming my family's biggest supporters. This happened 3 years ago when I was 19, walking home from my second job at 11 p.m. I was exhausted, carrying tips from the restaurant in my backpack, just trying to get home to help mom with my sister's midnight medication. 3 guys stepped out from an alley near the bus stop. I knew I was in trouble immediately. "Empty your pockets," the biggest one said, blocking my path. I should have just handed over my money, but all I could think about was my 8-year-old sister Lily and her chemo appointment the next morning. Instead of reaching for my wallet, I started crying. Not tactical crying, full breakdown, ugly sobbing in the middle of the street. "Please don't take my money," I begged. "My sister has cancer and I need this for her medicine." The guys looked confused. They probably expected me to run or fight, not have a complete emotional meltdown. "What kind of cancer?" one of them asked. That's when I lost it completely. I started rambling about Lily's leukemia diagnosis, how mom worked 3 jobs but we still couldn't afford everything, how I was working 2 jobs while going to community college. "She's only 8, I sobbed, "and she's been so brave through everything. I can't let her down." I pulled out my phone and showed them photos of Lily in her hospital bed, smiling despite being bald from chemo. The 3 guys exchanged looks. "Man, put your money away," the biggest one said. "We're not taking anything from you." But they didn't just leave. They started asking questions about Lily's treatment, what hospital she went to, how long she'd been sick. Turns out, the leader's little cousin had died from leukemia 2 years earlier. He knew exactly what my family was going through. "What hospital does she go to?" he asked. "Children's Hospital downtown. She has chemo every Tuesday." "That's like 8 miles from here. How do you get there?" 3 buses. Takes about 2 hours each way. That's when they did something that still blows my mind. "We'll drive you," the leader said. "What time's her appointment?" I thought they were joking, but they were completely serious. The next morning, a beat-up Honda pulled up to our apartment. The same 3 guys who'd tried to rob me the night before were waiting to drive me and Lily to the hospital. Lily was nervous about getting in a car with strangers, but they were so gentle with her. They brought her favorite candy and let her pick the music. During the ride, I learned their names: Marcus, Devin, and Tony. They weren't just random criminals. Marcus worked construction. Devin was in community college like me, and Tony was trying to get his GED. They'd been struggling financially and thought robbing people was their only option. But meeting my family changed their perspective. "Seeing how hard you work for your sister made us realize we were taking from people who might be struggling just like us," Marcus explained. That Tuesday hospital trip became a weekly tradition. Every week for 6 months, Marcus, Devin, and Tony would drive us to Lily's appointments. But they did more than just provide transportation. Marcus organized a fundraiser at his construction site. Devin started a GoFundMe that raised $12,000 for Lily's treatment. Tony brought his girlfriend, who was a nursing student, to help explain medical procedures to our family. They became like big brothers to Lily and genuine friends to me and mom. The best part? Lily went into remission after 8 months of treatment. The doctor said her positive attitude during chemo helped her recovery, and having Marcus, Devin, and Tony cheering her on definitely contributed to that positivity. At Lily's cancer-free celebration party, Marcus pulled me aside. "You saved us that night," he said. "We were going down a bad path, but your family showed us what real strength looks like." All 3 of them got their lives on track. Marcus started his own construction business. Devin graduated and became a social worker, and Tony finished his GED and now works at the hospital where Lily was treated.